friends, welcome to this channel. In this video, we'll discussing about machine learning and Chat GPT things. So we have Chat GPT, machine learning expert over here, Azaruddin. So he will tell some pro tips regarding these things. So hi Azaruddin.
Yeah, hi, Lokesh. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How about you?
Yeah.
Nice to see you here after asking that you are immediately joined and try to do this podcast for me. So thanks for that. And yeah, we are doing a podcast so called we are trying to know better about machine learning and Chat GPT. Nowadays, Chat GPT is uh, very trending on the internet, and when it comes to machine learning, so we can see vast kind of job opportunities regarding machine learning, and it's like high paying jobs also. So like I hear that you are a TCS employee regarding these things, so can you tell something about your journey so that it will be better for us?
Yes. Yeah, actually, since 5 years I've been working with the machine learning and modeling, data modeling. When it comes to the work side, but let's say in the enterprise level, so they will be having like pooling in large amounts of data, like which can be put into usually big enterprises have lots of data, right? So and also they would like to get some insights or some predictions out of their data, right? And so I facilitate that by doing some POCs. And currently, I'm working with NLP and the Chat GPT, which is now in boom, and a lot of enterprises are interested in this. So, what capabilities we can leverage using the Chat GPT? So, yeah, that's pretty much about my background.
Great. So like a few of the people have the some kind of dream to get into an MNC, especially TCS. So can you tell something about that journey, how you get into that job, or like as experienced you enter in that field, or as a fresher you crack those things?
Yes, actually, like at the fresher, uh, at the time of like my passing out, right, from BTech. That time, there's like this digital. There's something called TCS digital. So that will be like high paying job. That is, and at that time it's been introduced, and only the type A colleges have been selected for these exams, like
Okay.
outside. So then I tried it, and I was very much not like matured enough in the coding, and so I was unable to crack that. Then there's something called Ninja, right? So which is like generally what we call now people are calling this NQT. That is TCS NQT. Now people are calling. So I cracked it,
NQT.
and I got into the TCS, and within 1 year I cracked the digital also after getting into the TCS. And in the beginning, from the beginning, I was working with like a AI experience lab and some other digital technologies such as machine learning. And at that time, the OCR was very booming. We call optical character recognition, right? So now people are using Google Lens, right? So at that time, we used to uh, what we say use that OCR to ease the indigenous, right? To get the content from the document, to analyze the content from the documents and all. And later, the interest of the market has changed from OCR, just an OCR, to the machine learning. So the machine learning, when we come to the machine learning, it's we all know it's all about training your model, right? So the model is nothing but an algorithm that actually there's some mathematical algorithm running behind, packaged into a model. So we put in some input and we expect some outputs. Right.
Okay.
So that can be at any variable, input and output.
Yeah, nice. Earlier you mentioned in your speech like about NQT. NQT is nothing but National Qualifier Test here, right?
Correct.
So, like after attending national qualifier test, like what was the process you followed? Like, yeah,
Okay. Okay. So at that time, there's nothing called natural qualified test yet. So there it is. At that time, it is TCS Ninja. Okay. So at that time, I cleared the TCS Ninja written test. Then we'll go to the interview process, and that's pretty much then you are into the MNC TCS. And now the process got changed, and the equity is being periodically will be conducted periodically in a quarter or two for every quarter or two.
No, no. Actually, recent times, every year they will be conducting two times. I
Correct.
observed
That's
that.
what. For
Yeah,
2 quarters,
two
one time.
quarters.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
at July
that
and August, I guess.
correct.
If so,
So
yeah.
post the NQT, the candidate passes, right? So he will be going to the interview process. Then the onboarded.
See, like in the NQT website itself, they are mentioning about particular kind of job opportunities, right? By taking the scorecard, student directly will uh, apply for those jobs, or what is the process exactly, or
So
they will call us.
no, no, no. It's not like they will be calling us. So what is happening right now is TCS trying to make a unified test across the India, which actually like a recruiter can see and validate the students' performance automatically.
Okay,
So he's
okay,
create like a TCS is trying to create that atmosphere because there's nothing like that exists right currently. So every
yes,
company will be having their own exams. They're conducting
exactly.
their own exams.
They will
So
conduct some
correct.
training, and they will conduct some exam
Correct.
like that.
So
Yeah,
just like how we are doing for getting into colleges, right? So now TCS
exactly.
is trying to do an NQT to getting into offices, like
Okay,
directly.
okay, this is like pretty much overview we can talk. So I thought it will be helpful for someone. That's why I discussed all these things.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like let's come back to our topics for that today. Like we are discussing about machine learning and chat GPT things. First of all, we'll see like machine learning and all. So can you tell something, some basic overview about machine learning, like what it is and how it will be useful and all?
So basically, the machine learning is a technology that actually been pioneered from since 30 years. Okay, and with starting with a small basic algorithm such as regression, it is nothing but a uh, finding of the slope of a line, right? So we actually starting from finding up line, a slope of a line, to now actually generating text, right? So it has been to a long journey. So it's, there's a lot more journeys ahead. Basically, the machine learning is inputting something. So like how to put the I'll put in this way for everybody to understand. So let's take a computer program, right? So what we do, we actually input something, right? So we write the program and we expect an output, correct?
Exactly.
So we will be writing the program code. So
Yes.
imagine now we have a machine learning model. We call this a model. So what we are trying is we'll pass the input as well as the output to the model. We'll try whether it can reprogram itself, whether it can find a way to itself to actually map this input to the output.
Okay, what I understood from your speech is like we have a one model. For that, we'll be giving input and output as well.
Correct.
Okay, for
So,
after that, what happening?
so we call this as a training. Okay. So model training. So
Okay,
what happens is so let's say I'll pass one and expect an output of two. Okay.
okay,
So it won't be surely be outputting the two, right? It outputs some 1.5 or something. So
exactly.
we call that another. Okay. So then we iterate the process, the training.
Iterating the process by
Yes,
using
we'll
some programming
correct.
logic.
So we what we do, we see this error because the error is 0.5. We feed the input and adjust the parameters inside the model so
All
that the
right,
error is minimized. Got
exactly.
it.
Okay,
So
yeah.
it can match up to the output every time.
Okay,
So
and now yes, okay.
yeah,
And nowadays, in machine learning only, for example, if we take that, for example, we are some artificial intelligence have been improved a lot nowadays. We are
correct,
just giving some kind of text, and it will be generating the images and the output in different ways, right? So if
correct.
I'm asking, generate a cricketer pic, Virendra Sehwag celebrating his 100th century, something like that. So if I'm taking some texting something, it will be generating images accurately. So how it will be happening inside, like how it the process goes on.
Yeah, the basic concept that I explained is the same, but
Hmm.
the architecture we'll be using in the model, right? We have multiple such architectures. So especially the case you explained the text to image, right? So
Yes.
now we call those networks generative adversarial network. So
Okay.
they are modeled in a such a way that it can create a new sample, which is not an input or output. Got it. So it will be
Yeah.
a combination of multiple inputs and multiple outputs. It can. So
Okay.
that's why every output is unique. It won't be same.
Okay.
So that's how it's been achieved. It's a very interesting topic to discuss also. Now we see the Chat GPT and all, right. These are
Yes.
all generated neural networks, and we call this generative AI. That's why we call
Okay.
generative AI. It generates out.
Generates out. Okay.
Yes, instead of previously the machine learning models are predictive in nature. We call that an inference. So what we do, like we say, we show an image of a dog or a cat, and we feed that into a model, and we expect it to identify it as a cat or a dog, right?
Okay.
It's just
Yeah.
a classification. It's a binary,
Yes.
either 0 or 1, right? Or
Yes.
multi-level. It can be. But now it can feed in the cat, and it can try to put a hat on a cat, right?
Yes. Exactly.
So that's what a generative uh, adversarial networks works.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, in your opinion, so what is the impact of machine learning or any artificial intelligence things, uh, impacting different kind of industries? What's your thought on that?
Yeah, actually, when we go to we have multiple industries that are from legacy industries that are using the machine learning from 5 to 10 years back, like recommendations and e-commerce sites like Amazon, Flipkart, suggesting you to buy things, right? Which are like you're not giving any input data, right? So it will be from thin air with your user experience. So it is able to find out like what products best matches for you, right? So that is actually a machine learning model that actually, if you see from the customer point of view, it reduces a lot of efforts for the customer, right? So
Yeah.
when you see the typing in the mail, and you'll see a suggested mail, like when you are typing in the mail, you'll see the next word coming in directly. You can just
Yeah,
hit
it
a
is a
tab.
auto generating things. Yeah.
Correct, correct.
For
So
example, if I typing thanks, and it will generate regards also for that.
correct, true.
Yeah.
So similarly, so all these are like applications of machine learning that we see in a day-to-day
Great.
life. But
Nice example.
yeah, so
Okay.
we don't know explicitly that is machine learning, but under the hood, this is what machine learning is
At
doing
least
everything.
10 to 20% we are using those things
Correct,
to
correct.
implement
Without
something
our
in a better way.
things. Correct.
Yeah. So, like, someone, if I'm an graduate, I wanted to learn machine learning. So what are the essential skills you thought to learn machine learning things and all? So what's your opinion, and what's your suggestion on that?
Yeah. So the people coming from graduation, right? So I'll suggest them to be good with like anybody can get into the machine learning field of machine learning, but until they are good with mathematics and the programming. So
Okay.
basically, like machine learning is a concept that actually binds both mathematics and the programming together. So we
Okay.
follow some algorithms and we try to replicate that with program.
How much kind of mathematics involved in that?
So we basically covers statistical modelings, right? Like probability, statistical modelings, theorems,
Okay.
Bayes theorems, and then we also do have this distributions, right?
Yes.
Distributions.
Yeah.
So these and all will be coming together for doing all this. Now you said that image, right? So even if you people know, uh, the generating an image is to pick up from the distribution. So from the
Okay.
distribution, it will pick up a family.
All
And
right.
also when you say how to start, I what I suggest is go through some certifications. We have many offerings from Udemy, right?
Okay.
And
Online resources.
yes,
Okay.
online resources from the Udemy or
Mm-hmm.
like a Coursera, then edX, right?
Okay.
So all these are like very good at the content, and they are like from beginners to the advanced level. We can find a lot of content now in the internet.
Okay. Nice. So, like, okay. So is you have anything to tell about machine learning?
So it's like it is good we will living in this era. So I think in a 5 to 10 years, the whole uh, the way we use machine learning will totally changing our lives, and how now we are inseparable with our smartphones, right? So later it will be like we won't be. like living without an ML.
And in moreover, if you see in a robo movie, robo 2 or something like that, so they will be talking directly. Like some pop-up will come and they will talk like, so that is also this is the implementations they are going to do in the future. I don't know, but these are the thoughts. So yeah, as the man evolves, some thoughts are
So,
generating and
so
AI also
actually, we
generating.
call that as a general AI. We
Hmm.
use a term called general AI.
Okay,
So
okay.
actually, the Open AI, right? It's generating a general AI. So now, whatever the systems we use, right, currently, whether there's a stable diffusion or a chat GPT and all, these are all narrow AIs. So
Nano AIs.
narrow,
Okay,
narrow,
so there are two
narrow,
things: nano AI and general AI.
narrow.
Narrow. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
narrow
So
AIs. So they are specific to one task. They can't do multitask.
narrow name indicates that.
Correct. Yes. And
Okay,
the general AI is something how exactly the human is doing. We can do multiple things, right? You
okay.
can learn any English and you can talk. You can learn even Russian also, right?
Oh,
You can
nice.
learn you by yourself. You
Yeah,
don't
so
have an
it's like a
experience in
human
big
kind of
program.
mindset you are saying general AI has.
Correct. Correct. It's totally like artificial brain sitting in a computer.
Nice. So nice to
Actually,
hear
there's
that.
some movies also there. Like if you see, it's something called Her, I think.
Okay,
Her. Movie name is Her, and
okay,
so
okay.
yeah, it's all about like once the general AI is like got into the town, so people got access to it. So how will it be affecting the people's life? And it's a
Okay,
nice movie to watch.
nice. So this is the basic about we want to learn about machine learning. So let's discuss something about Chat GPT. Nowadays, Chat GPT will be trending on the internet, right? So what's your opinion on that? Like
Yes,
any
actually,
impact that will be showing on different kind of industries, or how your thoughts?
so like when it comes to Chat GPT, so it has done something that no other model has done previously. Or OpenAI has done something. So what it done is it it made the public, like the world, accessible for the AI. So every person is now has access to Chat GPT, right? So they can directly can use the Chat GPT. Like previous, the models were not that capable of such application. Now, if you see the
Okay,
Chat GPT, we call these things as the LLMs, so large language models. We have multiple LLMs, but Chat GPT is a milestone in like all of it. So it's a like building block. Now we can say it's
okay.
a reference that we'll be trying to catch up on to, and try build a new LLMs on top of it.
What all we are hearing about ChatGPT is well and good. So my question is like, why it is specific to only generating the content regarding chat? Why not images? What's your point on that?
Yes, actually, like if you see the pipelines, now we have something called stable diffusion, okay, and the DALI, if you see DALI. So DALI and the stable diffusion, these are all like having we can input a text and we can output an image, right? So,
Yes,
but how can I say? And also I mentioned something called narrow AI, right? So the
it can
DALI is
only do one thing.
narrow, yes, only to from text to image, and the ChatGPT is narrow AI, which can perform from text to text.
Oh god.
Yes,
Okay, even it will be doing specified to text also.
correct,
It is helping us in lot of ways by
correct.
generating, a different kind of contents that we are looking for. Whatever I ask, it will generate in a, like, basically if I'm chatting to a WhatsApp friend, whatever I want in my mind, I can ask that directly, so it will generate accordingly. So the text is also so much relevant, so it
That-
is not so much irrelevant text that will be showing, right? So
It's like human like text.
human like text. Now you can feel some, if you are bored at you can also say it hi, it can say reply that, and we can chat, as name indicates, you can chat directly with that. So like, depending upon your knowledge, what's your opinion, like how it will be manufactured? Can you
So
discuss about something that,
yes.
yeah?
So like let's say let's take into the Chat GPT. So actually, I wrote a blog on it also. It's in the medium. So actually, what it does is what the Chat GPT is. So it has been fed on like uh, nearly 120 million of records from the internet. Like so, it having it has something called 1 billion parameters. Imagine one
Okay.
billion parameters. So 1 billion parameters is when trained on. So it basically what it does is, let's say the whole training process is there, right? For ChatGPT, it was divided into three parts. Okay. So in the first part, what they have done is they will be having some input and outputs. Okay. Let's say you said hi, and it should respond with hello, right?
Hello.
So it will be like a series of input and output stage, and that will be feeding into the model, and model will okay, it's done. Then what they have done is now they try to communicate with the human. Okay, now they
Okay.
started asking big relevant questions. So if the output of the model is not correct, they'll feed in the correct answer right to the model, so that it can learn. Yeah, I did a mistake. I need to rectify that, and this is the correct way to answer this.
So you're saying that it some basic training will be given to the.
Correct.
Okay.
So that's
So
why actually, if you see the what a chat GPT and all do is like the knowledge of it constrained to some particular period, right? So because after that period only they collect all the till till date data and do the training. So that's why it took a lot of time for try. So that's why it takes some time to launch any LLMs.
okay, nice. So I also have a basic question regarding this. So I'm a basic user of ChatGPT, to be honest. So whenever I'm trying to check about the current activities in the sense present ongoing things. So why it is not up to date? For example, if I ask to certain kind of questions regarding 2022 things or 2023 things, because past year, if I ask about 2023, it will show that I am having knowledge until 2019. It will display message like that. So what's your opinion on that, and why so it will be displaying like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I before mentioned. So the knowledge till like you how do you can take it this as till from 2019 they started training the model. Got it. So till
Yes.
2019 they collected the data, all the data, and from 2019 they started the model, and in 2010 it got released. That's why knowledge is very limited to 2019. So
Okay.
they if
No, they
they
can
can.
see. Okay,
Hmm.
my question is like a vast number of people using this chat GPT, right? Why can't they train day by day? Is it not possible?
Yeah, it's not possible. It's very computationally expensive. And
Oh,
I'll tell you something actually for the OpenAI, right? You
yes.
people are three people are running, right?
Yeah.
So the amount they generate in revenue is less than how they spend on infrastructure maintenance. I mean, the computers they run behind, right? The supercomputers. It is less than it's greater than the revenue they generate. So they continue doing on this, they'll go off money. Got it.
Yeah,
So it's
definitely.
that much expensive to run supercomputers and to train also. For to training, there like there are a lot of resources are required for training.
Yeah, we can see easily the end product is pretty much great,
Correct.
because like we can see the lot of things regarding that, because the manufactured is perfect. That's the only the reason we are using this kind of output, I
Correct.
think
True.
so. Yeah.
And
So like
also, Lokesh,
yeah.
how can I put this is like if you imagine the you're saying till 2019 it's able to understand the stuff, right?
Yes.
So it's not it has the details till 2029 and 2019, but it can understand anything you talk, right?
Yeah, it
Anything you
definitely it
say.
will be understanding. In
Correct. That's
first,
what
for example,
actually they have achieved. Correct.
yeah, for example, in the last match, Kohli has scored 100. So like explain about that match. I asked means definitely they will say that like it will be understanding, because
Correct.
what the message it will be stating is like, sorry for the inconvenience. Like recent updates I am not having until these so and so date only. I'm having the updates like that. It will be mentioning. That means it will be having some kind of awareness, but definitely
True.
not full information they're having. That was the reason it will be predefined message will be displaying over there if we ask too many recent things.
Correct. True. True.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So is there anything else you wanted to share the viewers regarding machine learning or chat GPT, like how to use these things to? get a job. For example, like I'm a person, I don't have a job, or some other X person don't have the job. So by using these chat GPT things, how can do uh, do they do a freelancing job? Any thoughts on that?
Yes, like actually when we see like now it's very less, but at the time of the new release of this Chat GPT, right? So many content creators has been what they tried is like code through Chat GPT and use that code to actually like pull their freelancing activity. So now anybody can be a content writer, right? So until
Yes,
they
exactly.
know how to communicate with the Chat GPT.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, every will be an experienced content writer, by the way.
Correct.
Not
Correct.
only the content writer
Until
thing.
like
Yes.
they know how to tweak and ask the right question with the chat GPT.
Exactly.
And
So, for example, if I'm asking the ChatGPT few things, it will be generating in a high level overview. The client may not understand about the language what they are stating. If we copy paste these things, it will definitely not works because the client definitely never understand the high level language of ChatGPT. Sometimes it will give us unpronounced words, so that we need to minimize the level of difficulty or things. We can ask again and again, then it will give you a good kind of things, I guess.
exactly correct. Correct.
Yes.
How about like how we use it, right? So now anybody like let's say uh, like I can't find a content creator right away.
Yes,
If I want to write a script for my YouTube video, I can't like hire a content creator right now. So I can just go to the Chat GPT and see like ask it to what's the topic, and it will give me a lot of content. So I can just browse through it and I can prepare my own content, right? And
yes,
also
definitely.
that's the beauty of the LLMs. That's the beauty. So it is
LLMs, right?
yes LLM. So that's the beauty that it is accessible to everybody, not for like giants, but to
Yes.
public. It's accessible,
Okay.
and that's where like actually we go to see a lot of shift in the jobs. But a new jobs will be created and some jobs will be suppressed. So that's
Exactly.
what like it will be
Yeah,
balanced. It
everything
will be balanced.
everything will be having pros and cons. Definitely we
Correct.
need to look on pros only in order to improve ourselves, because
True.
it will be helping us while doing like whenever we are getting a job, we are definitely not pretty much 100% of it. At least if we are 40 to 50%, we need to take help few things. It will be helping us. We can be make it 100% by taking these things.
True. Exactly.
Yeah.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah. So like anything else you wanted to add about machine learning and chat GPT? Like if someone
Yeah,
wants
like
to learn.
actually, if somebody wanted to, let's not see in the perspective of getting a job. It's there. The opportunity is always there. A lot of industries are like scarce of the talent, the machine learning talent. The results are
Yes.
very less, but
Yes.
they are looking for the right person, right? So if somebody is really looking into a career in machine learning, this is the right time. So go and get some certifications. Actually, certifications do help, and to showcase yourself and have that extra feather, right? Feather from rest of the people. So you try to get some training, and you're good to go. Like a lot of industries out there that are looking for young
See, like
people.
I have a basic question. If someone wants to learn machine learning, what is the exact kind of certifications they wanted to do it?
Okay, like let's say like in the edX, they are like giving many data science micro masters, right? And also in the course there also they are like there's few courses with Andrew, right? So the Andrew is like a good like he is like pioneering machine learning expert like since a long time. Okay, so we have multiple certifications, and you'll get some really good things from edX and uh, of
Did
course.
Udemy courses also helps?
Yes, they do.
Oh, great.
They're affordable, and like I mentioned, from beginner to advanced, you can find everything in the internet.
Yes.
You can find
And
it
there are a lot
everywhere.
of stuff available even in YouTube for free. If
True,
we are someone to know better things, if we can search, we can search. It is a free engine, we can generate things like it.
correct.
Like as a when you are started your career, so have you ever used YouTube free videos to
Yes, I do.
clear
I
some
do have
kind of
like
concepts?
Yes. So, like, imagine like coming out of graduation, right? It will be a little bit hard to catch up with all the algorithms and uh, things. So then I used to use the YouTube, right, and then I go through a lot of uh, online sources, right? So to get to know more about the machine learning and all. So then it took me some year or two to get around all these things and be familiar with all the architectures, how to manipulate the data to get the outputs, right?
Okay.
So yeah, it was an interesting journey for me. So from the
And moreover, you're mentioning too many times like about algorithm, right? So algorithm means like you are asking us to learn something about data structures.
you can, data structures are helpful, but I don't so it's not specifically data structures. Algorithms are like machine learning. They are like few machine learning algorithms. Let's say regression. Then we have some classifications, random forest, right? Random forest. They are like few algorithms actually that actually
Okay.
which are predictive algorithms. So just say
Even this YouTube also runs on algorithm, right?
yes, exactly. So
So
actually,
what is the basic explanation of algorithm actually? If
it's
you
a
want
set
to
of
say
set of
something,
procedures that
hmm
a program should follow.
flow
A
chart.
program, yes, correct, exactly.
Okay.
A
hmm
flow chart that needs to be followed to achieve some particular thing.
Yeah, okay, I understood now. Like it will be a step by step procedure where
Correct.
it will be, if yes, execute this, if no, execute this,
Yes.
like that it will be stated.
Correct, correct. In terms of machine learning, it will be like yeah, you have a vector or like you have some X matrix, multiply that X matrix with a weight matrix, a different matrix. Like if you have the error, you see you have the difference of the both matrices, and then do a multiplication, calculate the error again, do the RMSE.
Oh,
Like we have a lot of
some
things.
calculation things. Okay.
Yes, lot of things.
Okay.
Statistics.
Yeah.
So that's why actually for the machine learning to be aware of what you're doing. Like there are like multiple styles of machine learning. Okay. Like there are
Yes.
multiple people who are like some people are aware of what they're doing, right? Some are just doing because they used to do. So that awareness is very important. Mathematics.
Okay. So like I have a question. Like we have discussed about Chat GPT, right? Some people give as a prompt. They will state that as a prompt. What does
Yes.
prompt means? Like,
So
is it
actually,
also text like thing or anything else?
no, actually it's a text only. So how we can put in the prompt is like imagine the prompt is nothing but an instruction that we give to the model. I mean the chat GPT, right?
Okay.
So imagine you're having a kid of some 3 4 years of age, right?
hmm
So what you do, like he doing, you want to do some stuff, right? So what you do, you say to him that yeah, this is an apple. You pick up this apple, okay, and put it on the shelf. And when I ask you, you take this apple and come to me, right? So you need to give a specific instruction, right, to understand, which is
Okay. Prompt is
understandable.
nothing but specific instruction you are saying.
Correct. Correct.
Okay. Yeah, see, I hear lot of things, lot of times this prompt word. So when I see in keenly, it will be look like a text. That's the reason I'm asking
Yeah,
you
it's a
whether.
text only. So
Okay.
actually, what happens, right, Lokesh, in the prompt when you specifically use ChatGPT, right? So if you use a longer instruction, that longer text, it tend to miss some information from the text if you observe. If you use it, so it will miss some few words from the text.
Okay,
So
great.
how to mention those things is prompt engineering. So that's
Okay,
what.
one last question about machine learning.
Yeah.
I thought I'm not bothering you.
Okay.
Like,
No, no, that's fine.
yeah, so Nick, one last question is like machine learning. So I hear that machine learning is a kind of sea kind of ocean kind of thing. So like, what all things available in machine learning to learn? Why they mention like it is a ocean?
So actually, why we call let's say if artificial intelligence, like you said, artificial intelligence is a ocean, and we have this ML is a bucket of water in the ocean. Okay, so it's like always all, there's like the field is still in the maturing stage. It's not yet mature completely. Like let's say if you have an architecture, those are matured ones, right? So in the machine learning, actually the research is going on. There, people are like the big companies like Google, OpenAI, and Facebook, right? Meta and the Microsoft are pushing the limits to offer like pioneering this technology. It's not yet mature, so that's why they call it ocean because we don't know when it is going to end, right? So the,
Yeah.
so that's all.
Okay, great. So it was nice interacting with you. So anything else you wanted to share with the subscribers
Yeah,
regarding any
thanks.
tips
Thank
and
you,
all?
Lokesh, for the invitation. And
Yeah,
I was happy that I got a chance to share about the what day-to-day life activities we use machine learning and ChatGPT, and let your subscribers know about all this info. And yeah,
definitely. And we'll also continue based upon the these content reach and all. We'll definitely plan for some other topic in
yeah,
coming times. So like we'll do some interesting topics as well. So I
okay,
hope it was like good session for you.
yes,
Definitely it will be a great session for me. Thanks for joining this call, and thank you.
thank you, Lokesh.